Hey, peace everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Khalil Gerard, and I've been doing this YouTube thing, I would say seriously, for about the last 3 months, maybe 3 to 5 months. And I actually created my channel 2 years ago. In that time, I had my mind all over the place. I was sporadic with making videos. Initially, when I first started making the videos, it was probably about in a span of the first 4 months, I maybe made about 10 videos, and I let a lot of time go by. Life happened, all different type of things. I became a father. And now I'm in a place in my life where I'm just like, man, I got to get out of corporate America because it's just simply draining me. You know what I mean? And I'm sure anybody who's watching this video right now, if you're still in corporate America, you could probably say the same thing for yourself. I wouldn't necessarily say corporate America is a quote unquote bad thing. It's just not for me. You see, I'm a creative at heart. All my life, I've been a knowledge and wisdom seeker. I've been playing chess. I grew up very poor, so all I had was just simple things to do, simple things to play with, right? My father loved to play cards, so any spades players out there, just know your man's is ranked #1 in the whole universe. um, I always loved playing spades. I always loved playing a game of chess, different things like that, different word games, different Scrabble, all different type of board games and stuff like that. But nonetheless, I always been a knowledge and wisdom seeker. From a very young age, I was deeply spiritual. I always believed in a higher power. When I was young, I grew up in like a Christian Baptist denomination household. And as I got older, I started questioning more things. I started looking at things differently. And then by the time I got to college and started getting access to more information, I started going away from the traditional way of spirituality as I knew it at that point. I started walking different paths. I started going into studying different paths and spiritual systems and different things like that. And it allowed me to be able to meet all different type of wonderful people from all different walks of life. And at the same time, still trying to figure out who I am and what it is and what my purpose is and all of these different things, right? All of these grand questions that a lot of people have. You live life and you get older, you go through these different experiences, you go through relationships. I had my stage when I was just girl crazy and women crazy, and I was just trying to get as many different women as I could and just to prove that I can get them, different things like that. I went through my stage where I was just all outgoing and wanting to be involved in everything, always dancing, always doing some type of comedy on stage, always wanting to entertain the crowd and all different things like that, because I love the energy that I receive from people, right? And at the same time, it's like people can super drain you. Like I go through my phases where I isolate myself from the world. I've gone through countless Instagram pages, Twitter pages. I'll get on social media, get up to a certain amount, and then I'll just delete the whole thing, right? Because back then I wasn't looking at social media from a business standpoint, right? I was looking at it more so as just to have fun, just to meet people, different things like that. But now I'll be 39 pretty soon, and next year 40 is coming around. And I'll say within these last, I'll say 20 to 25 years, right? One of the biggest lessons I realized is, man, life is short, right? The time you spend with people, it can seem like it's going on for years, right? It could seem like it'll never end. And before you know, you'll look up and those days were years ago, right? You go through these different iterations of yourself, these different versions of yourself, continuously recreating yourself. Your interests can jump from here. But a lot of the things that make you who you truly are, the things that's at the core of who you are, like for myself, saying I love to play spades, I love to play chess, word games, knowledge, wisdom seeking, things like that, they never went anywhere. They always stayed with me, right? And even through some of my darkest times, I went through a period where I was, you know, I would consider myself as being an alcoholic at that time, drinking, right? Severely depressed, dealing with deeply rooted childhood issues, dealing with insecurities, right? Going through a stage where I was used to getting the women and then going through a stage where I just wasn't getting them like I was. I wasn't, who I used to be or who I was portraying myself to be, right? And sometimes you can blame others, you could blame your environment, you could blame your circumstances on outside sources, but there is no blame, right? There is no blame. I wouldn't even say blame your own self. I would just say for every action, there's a reaction. For every cause, there's an effect. And for every effect, there's a cause. And if you start studying these things, start studying yourself, start studying your actions, start studying the way that you move in the world. If you just observe people, right? If you just observe systems, observe patterns, you'll notice that you'll gain data from that information, right? You'll notice that you'll gain knowledge and wisdom and understanding just from observing, just from studying. So as I observe and think back in the last 20 to 25 years, and I look at myself, and one thing I used to always say, the language I used to, man, I had all of this potential, and if only I would have done X, Y, Z, I would be X, Y, Z. If only I would have done this, I would be here. If only I would have done this, I would have this, right? But talking in that type of language is counterproductive, right? Because it's like, okay, this imaginary. If was a fifth, like my grandma used to say, if was a fifth, we all be drunk, right? And I'm tired of being drunk, quote unquote, right? And I'm looking at it like, you know what? I'm thankful for where I'm at because no, I'm not gone. I'm still here. I'm taking care of myself. I'm taking care of my health. I'm happy. Have a beautiful baby girl who I love and adore so much. And I have so much life to live and so much to teach her. And I can mold her and guide her in a positive direction, right? So for anyone that's watching this, whether you're my age or older, and more specifically, even the people that's younger, no matter where you at currently in life, if you don't feel like that you're in a place that you want to be, don't be too hard on yourself, right? This thing is a marathon. It's not a sprint. You're not in a race with your best friend or the people who your classmates or people on social media. This game, this one-player game, is about you. This journey is about how you can learn from yourself, who you become, how you can study yourself, how you can master yourself, and then how you could take your life to the next level, right? Because wherever you find yourself at, you could get beyond that. You just have to get beyond yourself. So you may want to take it back to the basics. What type of games did you love to play when you were younger? What type of activities did you enjoy doing, right? Even if you're not getting paid for those things, get back to doing some of those things. Get that feeling that you had. Get that feeling that just made you love enjoying life, that made time just go by quick, right? And then you'll start to feel your vibration. You'll start to feel your body just shift. You'll feel your mindset shifting, and it'll put you in a better space mentally, physically, spiritually, and even financially and emotionally, right? So, man, I just had this on my heart. I wanted to share with you guys. I know somebody out there that's watching. This will be helpful to you, not today or tomorrow, sometime in the future. And if you're in the future, you're currently looking at the older version of me, and I can just only imagine what the future version of me is going to be like with all of this excitement and this passion that I have for the path that I'm on currently. But what I want you to do me a favor, hit the like button on this video if you made it this far. Hit that subscribe button if you made it this far. And walk on this journey with me, man. Let's see where this takes us, right? And also hit that notification bell so you can be notified anytime videos like this arise. I'm currently studying how to improve on YouTube and really take this serious. So I guess you could say this is the beginning of my career, and I welcome you all to the beginning of it. Man, jump in the comments if you at the beginning or whatever stage of YouTube journey that you guys are on, and let me know what type of things have you learned? What type of things about yourself have you learned, and how have you implemented it in your YouTube career? I love you all sincerely and genuinely. I hope you stick around and see how things go. I'll be looking forward to your comments. You guys have a great day. Peace.